Hey you guys, it's Debbie from my Vagabond Style, and I'm going to work in the random journal today. This one is really fun to work in. I enjoy it very much. I usually just put down some paint and then maybe go with some stamping or stenciling, some bits and pieces of, magazines or whatever fodder I have lying around, I'll use. As some of you know, I am still in Florida, and I have limited supplies, which is kind of fun to work with rather than being maybe so overwhelmed with tons of supplies. So I didn't have any paint with me. I went to the Dollar Tree and I bought this yucky, it says premium acrylic paint, but no, it's not very good. You can see right through it, as you can tell. And I started working on this page and I thought, oh, I better turn the camera on. I did put a little bit of my gel stick on here after I had done the yellow, just because it seemed like it was so transparent. And so I just kind of used that on there. And now I kind of feel like maybe I want to put some, little bits of something on there. I don't have a whole lot of stuff here, so I'm kind of digging through what I have, and I found these magazine pages that I'm going to use. I'm just going to kind of rip them up and put them on here, and if we see them, we see them. If we don't, we don't. So now this is where it's going to get a little tricky because I only have my glue stick with me, so I'm going to have to glue it up pretty well to stick to the acrylic paint. But this acrylic paint isn't really thick like some of my other stuff that I have, so I think we'll be okay. Anyway, just going to put a few pieces here and there. Let's see, maybe this one over here. And I might even do a little bit of stamping or stenciling on here too. What's really interesting is when you don't have a lot to work with, you do find whatever you have and make it work. Yeah, I do love that part of this. Okay, so now let's see. Let's do a little bit of stenciling. Got these two here. Maybe we'll do like this one. I've got these little things that I got from Temu a while back, the little sponge tip applicators. So I was thinking maybe black or blue. Let's see if this is a dark enough blue. Oh yeah, we're gonna get coverage on that. Let's see what it's looking like. Yeah, it's just adding a little something. Looks really good on the yellow. And I can put it over the magazine part too, but it'll take a little bit longer to dry. All right, I like it. Okay, I'm going to say that's good for now. So this, I just had some white smeared on, and I had some extra blue left over, so I just took the brush and made a few strokes on here, and on this side too. Nothing earth-shattering, but getting a little bit of coverage on there. What else should we do? Should we do a little stamping on this one? Let's do some of these. These are fun. Maybe with the black. They're supposed to be flowers, but they'll just look like circles, I think. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't, you know, stamp the whole area. It's the nice thing is we're not really, you might not see it, so it's just for a little interest. Now we can go with a different, maybe a little different size here. And I always like to stamp facing this way rather than this because you can see if you have coverage on everything. Let's maybe go ahead and put some other kind of texture down here. Get one more. This was just some mark making that I made on a magazine page. So I'm going to go ahead and just add some of these. We can rip it if we want. Since I don't have my art glitter glue with me, I definitely think I'm going to pop back over to either to Michael's or maybe even just Dollar Tree and grab a small bottle of tacky glue. And if I need to kind of go back over these, I will. It's just not my usual to just use glue stick right here. All right, where else? Let me cut this. And then we'll put a little bit on this side. Maybe going that way. Make sure you can see the whole thing here. So this is the fourth video I've made in a few days, and I'm just going to pace them out so that I'm at least putting something out for you guys, you know, every week. I think I'm going to try to at least get a video out every week. That's my plan. Hopefully that has happened. Okay, that's good. So now at this point, I feel like we could put some focal points down. These are just cute, aren't they, with the dots? And that was just magazine, and then I just used my acrylic marker on it. That's it. I'm not even sure if it was, I think it was just the cheap ones. Doesn't really matter. It could be a Posca or just the acrylic markers that you get anywhere, you know. The other cheap ones that I have are from Amazon, and I will link those below in my, I have an Amazon affiliate link that I put a lot of my favorite stuff is in those links, so you can just click on it, and if you order from there, I get a small portion of, you know, a few cents off of here and there. It all adds up, you guys. So thank you. And let's see, what should we do? Let's find something to go on these pages. I'm just looking at this as I was using it for just a glue page. I'm like, oh, maybe that champagne would be fun to cut out too. So I might have to save that portion. Put that over here. You know, I have a lot of images cut out, but sometimes I stumble across stuff that I haven't actually cut out yet. And I thought these were just kind of fun. They're kind of weird, but fun. National Geographic, you can always find fun, weird stuff in National Geographic. Let me cut this out real quick, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've got these cut out, but then I'm like looking at it going, you know what? These might be kind of a fun, weirdo paper doll thing, right? So let's see if we can come up with some sort of people or person. We could use this one or this one. And then I saw this and I'm like thinking maybe we could do it like a collar for a neck, or we could put it on the top of their head like a crown. Oh yeah, I'm thinking there. Let's see how this big one works. That works pretty good, right? Okay, let's do that. Okay, there's just a little part right here that overlaps. Okay, that's kind of fun. I have another piece of jewelry here too that might work for this one. Perhaps. Yeah, I'll have to work on that. All right, so we've got that. Now we can look for a body. Ooh, I just found these. Those are kind of fun. Well, here's a, that could be a body. We'd have to find some legs. That's a possibility. These are really cool, aren't they? There's even a neck there if I want that as the neck. Yeah, you just never know as you're going along. That's why I don't really like to plan out this stuff very much when I'm doing it with you guys. I like it just to kind of come organically. And I feel like if I mean, not that all the time that I don't have kind of an idea, but this is definitely not where I thought this one was going to go. And I do like that a lot more. I have way more fun when I don't know where it's going to go. And you know, there is the risk of it completely flopping, but I just feel like I've got to be a little bit vulnerable here. And you know, it doesn't always work out to be like a fantastic layout, but that's okay. I'm still having a good time. I'm still doing my thing and getting joy out of it. So there you go. That's my thoughts. Yeah, I think right here, I'm just going to put that little neck, this little nubbin right here is going to hold the glue. And we'll tilt his head a little bit because I love me a tilted head. I can't help it. That could be the hair. Anyway, so cute. Could just be like a little sitter because that's like maybe they're sitting. I don't have any legs though. But you know, I have a stash of legs if I did want to put them on there. I don't know, I just think it's cute the way it is. I might just do that and maybe put a little greenery around it. I've got this big old cabbage. This big, huge cabbage. I don't know why there's cabbage there, but it does add some fun greenery, right? Maybe I could do that. Oh, what the heck? Let's just do it. I am just cutting this off the edge. I know you can't see it right now, but I'm just cutting it off here and hoping that maybe I can use a little bit more on the top or over on this other side. Like right there. Yes, let's do that. So if you're just starting out, like I would suggest just taking some magazines and cutting out some things. Do like things is the best thing I can say to cut out. Like this cabbage or, you know, the clock or the weird things from National Geographic. All of that will definitely just help you when you are starting to randomly throw things down. And a lot of times I don't, if you watch some of my other videos of me doing this, I might just put the cabbage down. That's all I would do. And then I'll come back later on and add all the other things. Well, that was not real good. Come on, Deb. There we go. And, you know, right now, I might not have anything in mind other than these two things right here. I'm sorry if you're hearing a little bit of something. As some of you know, I'm here in Florida taking care of my dad. And he like can't hear very well. So he's got his TV like completely turned up really high. So I might do from now on, I might do a little voiceover. Yeah, so I went ahead and finished the recording of this, and now I'm going to go back and do my voiceover. It's not my favorite thing to do, but you know what? In a pinch, it works. I'm just always afraid that I'm not going to be able to tell you guys what's going on in a good way, but I'm going to give it a good shot here. It's a quiet at the house right now, and everybody's gone. My dad's taking a little nappy, and so I'm going to hang out and kind of fill you in on what's going on here. So this one, I think I'm just going to cut this black out. After cutting it out, I'm almost wishing I would have left it just because I think the black space kind of would have added a little something to it, you know. I am loving these little weirdo faces. I'm so glad I found them. When you find weird stuff like that, just keep it. Like, just tuck it away somewhere because I think you'll probably use it at some point. I'm just enjoying them. I'm always kind of on the lookout in my magazines for heads or faces, uh, bodies, weird things that I could make into bodies. And then, like, this jewelry was a fun find too. I like to keep bracelets, rings, all kinds of stuff like that. I'm trying to find the body for this one, and I'm looking at the back of this thinking, do I really want to get rid of these girls? I'm pretty sure I have them in another magazine. So many of these fashion magazines that I ordered have the same ads. So I think I can find those two ladies again. I wasn't too worried about it. And if not, honestly, because now I'm subscribed to like 3 fashion magazines, I have plenty of fun heads and bodies to use from those fashion magazines. And I'm going to tilt the head on this one. I'm going to tilt it towards the other one because I started to tilt it in the same direction, and then I noticed when I put them kind of tilted in opposite directions, it looked pretty good that way. I'm going to go ahead and tack this one down. I don't really know what else I'm going to put on here, so I'm not going to do a real good job of gluing it. I just want to kind of put it in a position that I think where it's going to be. And then that way, if I want to slide something underneath it, I can. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up for you guys. I just don't want you to have to sit there while I go through my process of trying to figure out what I want, what else I want on this collage. So I just kind of put my images out and look through them and try some things, and maybe you'll end up seeing it at the end and maybe you won't. A lot of times I end up covering some stuff up, or if it's not tacked down real well, sometimes I'll even take it out. But here I'm just going to go ahead and put this bulb of some sort, and I kind of want it to go between the 2 pages. And I do this a lot with pages or images that spill over into the other page. I like to go right up to the edge and then crease it, and then take my scissors and cut it in the where it's going to be on from one page to another. That way, when you're moving between your pages down the line, it's not going to pop off. It's not going to come out from that bend there in the middle. And then here I'm just looking to see if I want to put any arms on them, hands. I thought the hands looked okay, but then I just took them away. I thought, I wasn't really feeling it. I decided to use some of that mark making paper that I experimented with and put some in the background here. And that mark making paper is really handy to have. I'm going to probably have to try and do some more of that because it seems like it fits in a lot of different places. So it would be very handy to have on hand. And now I'm going to go around the outside, and I really do like this pack of pins that I got. It's all different sizes. I'm using kind of a medium size here. I can't remember if it was like 0.8 or 0.6, I think it might have been. It just leaves kind of a nice line. They're a lot cleaner than using the acrylic markers, and for this it works out perfect. I think it just made it stand out just enough. Yeah, that's good. I like that. So let's go back and work on that orange page. I think we can find something fun to do with this one. Okay, I love these guys so much. I just want to hug them. They are so cute. I'm going to cut his little feet out right here and get them ready because I think I'm going to split them up. Put 2 on one page and 1 on another, but I need that a lot of times I won't cut out the little parts of their like feet or ears or something like that because I don't want them to get messed up. You know, the great thing is having these images ready, but if you get too delicate, you know, cut too much out, they're gonna like get messed up in your folder. So I try to leave like the hands and feet and ears, anything that's gonna fold over inside there. A lot of times I won't cut out until I'm ready to use it. But when I lived in Denver, oh my gosh, you guys, these little prairie dogs were everywhere, and they were so fun to watch. You know, of course, as the city grows, you find less and less fields, but back in like 2000 when I moved there the first time, it was just filled with them everywhere. There were so many open fields, and like I said, they're just a ball to watch. I love watching them run around when they're little families. Okay, so I got them cut out, and then let's just kind of see where we want to place them, and then I'll see what kind of looks good behind them. I'm thinking maybe some flowers or something. I'll have to dig through and see what I've got. That just looks cute. I don't know if they eat flowers or not, but they sure look cute next to them. Let's see what else. I've got some corn. Maybe. I just like to kind of throw some things behind it, see what I like. Got some more veggies there that might be good, but I'm just gonna tack them down so they're not moving around. I love his little feet. Oh my gosh. And then I'll do the same to the other one over here. I'm not real sure about that pink flower. I like the flower, but I don't really like the pink with that. That looks a whole lot better. I'm going to go with that. Again, the non-committal glue stick there with just a tacking. And, you know, it is on the acrylic, so it's definitely not going to stick real good, but enough to kind of play with it and then go back later with the art glitter glue or tacky glue or something. Isn't that fun? You just kind of throw a few images on there and it's good to go. This, I kind of feel like I need to cut it out a little more. I'm going to do just the kind of cheater fussy cut, which is just leaving a big outline of white. Totally fine with that for this. You know, when I'm doing like my Rooms Gone Wild, if you've seen those, where I went crazy with the fussy cutting and cut out the window panes and stuff like that, I think that's worth it. But for this, I really don't mind doing a cheater or fussy cut. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the corn right here in front. And I'm going to do that thing again where it's on 2 pages, so I'm going to split it and cut off whatever images is going to be on the left page. I'm just going to fold it and cut it and then glue it only on that left page so they are independent. Yeah, just like that. I just like doing that a whole lot better than making a crease that's going to come apart down the line. I've had this corn image probably for like 4 years. Just floating around. I'm glad I get to use it. Finally. And I never wanted to get rid of it. You know, sometimes if I hang on to images for a long time, I'll just be like, well, this is never gonna work out. And then I just want to pitch it. But yeah, now that I finally found a place for it, it was worth hanging on to it. Still trying to fit in that flower. I think I'm going to go another direction here and look through my images that I'm really thinking maybe some mushrooms would be better. Just be kind of a more neutral color. So now I can move that up and maybe set some mushrooms next to them. Definitely like that. Definitely like that better. Works better if you take the cap off your glue stick. Just a little tip. Yeah, so I think I'm going to use this little mushroom right here and do the same thing, kind of split it between 2 pages. But hey, you guys, if you can, if you think about it, will you leave me a thumbs up? I would appreciate it. And then leave me a comment. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll be making more. My sister and brother-in-law are gone for a few days, and that leaves the house a little more quiet. No workers in here repairing all the hurricane damage. So I will have some time to make a few more videos. This worked out pretty good. I made 4 videos ahead of time and then edited them and just released them once a week. So in fact, I think that's probably what I'm going to do again, make as many as I can and then just post 1 a week for a while. I hope you enjoyed the Random Glue Book and that you give it a try. I do really like the groundhogs. But anyways, you guys, thanks so much, and I appreciate you. I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.